Hey everyone, it's Michael JCat54 Bentley here today to show you one of my favorite Cribl log stream features. You're not going to miss this, so stay tuned to learn more.
Okay, so before we get started, I want to make sure I have some data coming in. In this case, I've configured a data gen under my data sources here, and I've specified that it should be the access logs or Apache access common logs here. There's a lot of other options there you can choose from, but I just wanted some quick log features, and I added a field here for index. I said _internal, put it in quotes. You could be putting in the index here. And then I want to send the data to the routes. So you can send it to Quick Connect or to the routes, and I'm choosing the routes for the purpose of this demonstration. Now that we've got that set up, we can go to our actual pipelines here, or our routes, and I'm going to show you the route that I have. I've just got a real simple route here that sends everything to the raw reduction pipeline. I'll expand these out so you can see them. You could send it to any pipeline, but the important thing here is my filter is set to true, which will make sure every piece of data coming through this route gets sent to this pipeline. And you notice we've got everything enabled there, and good to go. Once we're done with this, I'll show you an actual configuration of the pipeline. Right. So here we're looking at the raw reduction pipeline. It's got an eval and a regex extract here. But over here on the right, this is the beauty of Cribl Stream. It's this data preview. And you may not see it by default. You've got to kind of expand this little widget here to make it show up. But you can drag and drop it, make it wider, thinner, however you like it. But over here, you'll notice I've got a bunch of samples that I've already collected, but I can collect new data just by clicking on that, right? So now we're going to select 10 events after the pipeline, right? This is before the destination. So this will show the data before it goes out of Cribl, and it's going to show what I've done to the data in my raw reduction pipeline. One thing we did was we created a new field called uppercase RAW, and we put all the data in there, and then we removed everything from the _raw field, changed it to a dot. So that's what it looks like before it goes out. Now we can look at it before it gets processed, and we won't see any changes to the data, so we're going to see it just like the data generator created it here. Okay, and you notice _raw has actually got a lot of events in there. You can tell it went through the pipeline, but or it hasn't gone through the pipeline because it doesn't have the Cribl pipe field anymore. Okay, and you can see the raw data is an Apache common access log here. So what we can do is we can save this as a sample file, and we'll give it a name, one that we'll recognize. And after that, we can actually use the data preview to see what happens. Again, this is one of my favorite things in Cribl, if not the favorite. Okay, so we can see the data that would come in. There's 10 events here. It's being created by that event generator. Okay, and we can select other logs if we want to look at other samples that we have. There's a lot of options here. But the coolest part is probably going to be, where you can select which route it's going through, which pipeline, etc. And then the whole in and out feature, which I'm about to show you. So when I select out, you'll see the data that is going to come out of Cribl. And you'll see where there's that dot there, and in the green it's showing you a new field. So there's some syntax here. The red is showing fields that have been modified, or orange is modified. The green is showing new fields in their entirety, okay? And we can see before and after really easily here. So I'll expand on the left and show you that the eval was actually creating a period where _raw was, and the regex extract is actually before that eval, and it is extracting a field called uppercase raw that is just matching everything in _raw with regular expression. Basically, these two functions here in this route are giving us the results on the right hand side. Isn't that beautiful? You can see before and after by clicking on in and out. You can see with a little bit of highlighted syntax what's happening. It'll be red if it removes it from the event. Again, yellow, it shows it's changed. And then green is a new field completely. That's beautiful. I love how that works, but there's a great feature here. It's called the summary view. as I call it. Well, maybe that's not the name of it, but here it tells you how much data went in and how much data went out. And it'll tell you the actual underscore raw size, right? It'll tell you the full event size, and it gives you the before and after. So if we look at the raw reduction before and after, we can see we're at 97%, so high 90s, right? So this is how you know what you're going to save in Splunk. If this data is going to Splunk, you're going to save 97% right there. It's amazing. Okay, there's some other features in here, like you can show hidden fields, show internal fields, show the fields that are going to be removed. You can change timeout settings, and you can save sample files. And that just gives you even more flexibility here, because you can export this data, take it to your customer and say, is this okay with you? Does this look good? And if they say yes, then you can implement it in Cribl and save a fortune in Splunk. It's JCat again. Just want to say thanks for watching. I surely do appreciate you all.
Oh look, it's that time again. What time, you ask? What better way to achieve all that than with Cribl? The first 10 companies to reach out to us will get Cribl at our cost. But hurry, the clock is ticking. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. Call or text us now. Cribl, your path to cost reduction, enhanced security, and more time for what matters. Offer valid only until August 31st, so act swiftly. Contact us today. Cribl, your data, your rules. Terms and conditions apply. See website for full details.